Well, good morning. As you can see, I did not get the best sleep. I'm a little groggy looking, but not too bad of a night. A little bit below the temps of the underquilt, the homemade underquilt I made. So, had some cold spots. Tim and Brent had to leave earlier this morning to get back for an appointment this afternoon, so I'm in camp alone right now. I'm gonna sit by the fire for a little while and I'll pack up my stuff and I'll be on the trail. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye. So camp's all packed up. I'm back on the trail. Like I said earlier, Tim and Brent had to leave for a previous appointment. So I'm hiking out back to my vehicle on my own. It's been a very nice hike. We didn't do a ton of miles, but it was nice to spend a little more time around camp. I'll shoot a few more shots of the trails and stuff as I go through here, and then of course after that I'll end the video. So I hope everybody's enjoying the video, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye. Trail has been very well marked through here, so very easy to follow, even with the snow on the ground. So, follow-up report. Twig stove did not form as expected or as hoped. It was very hard to keep going and very hard to keep the gasification going in the process. One of the other things I'm testing on this hike is a set of micro spikes. There's the brand. Due to the shape and size of the pads, I'm getting a few hot spots in my foot. This side's all covered in snow. There they are. I'm getting a few hot spots in my foot because of how much smaller those contact pads are than my actual boot point. But I'm trekking along at a pretty good pace, so maybe that's part of it. The ground has got a few icy spots in it with the snow, but other than that, it's probably not necessary for me to be wearing my micro spikes. But being that I'm in here by myself now, I wanted to give myself every advantage not to fall and hurt myself. So that's it so far, and I'll be moving along. The terrain through this area is relatively smooth. A few small gradual rises, and mostly low swampy areas around. So, a lot of marsh, in other words. But, of course, this time of year, don't have to worry about any mosquitoes because of a marsh. So it has been a very pleasant trip. So I know I keep saying so a lot. Sorry. Just off the cuff talking. So again, Talk to you guys soon. So, small marshes on both sides. Oh, that's a much larger one actually over there. I believe that's the one that has the beaver pond I talked about yesterday. I just wanted to share this section. It's quite pretty, I think. Quite a few marsh, grasses that survive well in the marshy ground. Working up a little bit of a sweat. Of course, due to the fact that I'm going back to the car, I'm not being as cautious as I would be on a trip out to camp, because, of course, when I get to the car, it's not that big of a deal if I'm sweaty. I have something to heat myself up. So, I am not terribly far away from the car now. Just enjoying my solo hike at this point, and I wanted to check in, show you a little bit of the area. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye. Okay, so using the micro spikes on these wooden bridges and stuff have been very nice. There's these little causeways or bridges over some of the lower wetter areas. I'm assuming it's more apparent during the warmer weather, but there are kind of damp and sloppy areas as we walk along, or as I walk along. The one complaint I do have is the wet snow will build up on the micro spikes in these wet kind of swampy areas, and make it difficult to walk at times because it builds up a large ball of snow underneath your heel or toes or whatever the case may be until that falls off and starts to build up again. But in the drier snow and the icier areas, micro spikes have worked very well. So I don't have a ton of battery left, and so if I can do it, I'll shoot a little more footage in a few minutes when I get back close to the vehicle. But if not, then I'm going to call this the end of the video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. Bye. We signed in on this yesterday on the way in. I am almost back to the road. I'm chancing the battery a little bit more to be able to show you where it exits out onto the road. It's not terribly far from where we're standing right now. As a matter of fact, if you see that line there, that's the road. I'll walk through here and get us out onto the road, and then I am going to proceed down the road back to my vehicle, get all my gear off, and head home. Normally we do a pizza meal or go out to dinner or something after a hike like this, but being that I'm the only one here right now, I may or may not stop on my own. So, like I said before, thank you very much for watching. This road right here, that goes along, that is 16 mile. The trail comes out of the woods. This is the south side of the road, so the trail heading north, it comes out there. And I am on the north side of the road at this point, heading out to the road going south. Again, you can see the sign here on the back of the post. It says 16 mile. So that's where we're at. And that's the end. Hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.